Welcome to Farming Aid.
Across the history of American farming, goats have quietly played a huge role in helping families survive, produce food, and manage land. Long before industrial agriculture and large commercial breeds took over, small heritage goats were the backbone of many rural homesteads. They were hardy, adaptable, and perfectly suited to the rugged landscapes of early America. But today, some of the oldest and most historically important goat breeds in the United States are facing a troubling reality. Their populations are shrinking, their genetics are disappearing, and without active conservation, they could vanish entirely. These goats are more than just livestock. They represent living pieces of agricultural history, carrying genetic traits developed over generations of survival, adaptation, and partnership with farmers. In this video, we will explore the stories behind three of the oldest American heritage goat breeds that are now at risk of extinction, why their numbers declined, and why preserving them might be more important for the future of farming than most people realize. The first breed that stands out in the story of American heritage goats is the San Clemente Island Goat. These goats are not your typical farm goats. They emerged from a feral population on San Clemente Island, one of the Channel Islands off the California coast. Their ancestors were most likely brought to the island by early Spanish settlers or missionaries in the late 19th century, when livestock was often transported to remote islands as a future source of meat and milk. Over decades of isolation, these animals developed into a genetically distinct breed with features shaped by survival rather than selective breeding. They became small, agile, deer-like goats with horns that twist outward, fine bones, and a hardiness that helped them thrive on sparse island vegetation. But this story took a tragic turn in the mid-20th century when their grazing threatened native plant species, prompting a removal program by the U.S. Navy. Goats that had lived on the island for generations were either eradicated or removed and rehomed, drastically reducing their numbers. By the 1990s, no goats remained on the island itself, and the breed survived only through conservation efforts on the mainland and in Canada. Today, the San Clemente Island Goat is recognized as a critically endangered heritage breed, with only a few hundred animals remaining in managed herds. Each animal represents a unique genetic reservoir that cannot be replaced once lost. Their story underscores a harsh truth. Heritage livestock breeds may be resilient, but they are not immune to human decisions and environmental change. Without ongoing breeding programs and increased awareness, this distinct branch of American livestock history could disappear entirely. In stark contrast to the isolated evolution of the San Clemente Island Goat, the Tennessee fainting goat, also known simply as the myotonic goat, comes from the hills and farms of central Tennessee in the late 1800s. This breed's claim to fame is a genetic condition called myotonia congenita, which temporarily stiffens their muscles when they are startled. The result is the dramatic, fainting response that gave them their common name. While this might seem like a quirky trait to outsiders, it is a defining characteristic that has been preserved by breeders for well over a century. The breed first entered recorded history when a traveling laborer brought a small group of unusual goats to Tennessee, and local breeders took note of their distinctive behavior and muscular build. Over time, these goats were selectively bred for robustness and meat production. In the mid-20th century, breeders in Texas developed a larger strain of myotonic goat known as the Texas Wooden Legs, prized for its meat characteristics and resilient constitution. Despite a surge in popularity as companion animals and for small farms, the purebred myotonic population has seen a decline due to crossbreeding with larger commercial meat breeds. Although they are more common today than some other heritage goats, they are still considered at risk because their pure genetic lines have shrunk. Myotonic goats offer traits that many modern producers overlook: strong maternal instincts, excellent meat-to-bone ratios, and the kind of low-input resilience that makes a breed suitable for small-scale and regenerative agriculture. Their unique physiology and long history in the United States make them an important part of domestic goat biodiversity, and efforts to preserve pure lines are essential if this breed is to remain more than a footnote in agricultural history. Equally fascinating and at risk is the American Pygmy Goat, a compact and robust breed with roots that trace back to West Africa but evolved into a distinctly American breed by the mid-20th century. These goats were initially imported to the United States between the 1930s and 1960s primarily for zoo exhibits and research facilities. Over time, hobbyists and small farm enthusiasts recognized their unique qualities: small stature, excellent foraging ability, prolific breeding habits, and a calm disposition that made them both practical meat producers and affectionate companion animals. By the 1970s, breeders had established two separate types from the original imports. The more delicate, dairy-influenced Nigerian dwarf goat and the true stocky American pygmy. By 1975 a formal breed society was established for the American Pygmy Goat, solidifying its status as a distinct breed. Despite this formal recognition, the breed has not escaped the pressures that face many heritage livestock populations. Population data has been inconsistent, and although it was once classified as endangered by the Food and Agriculture Organization, its current numbers in the United States are uncertain because no comprehensive census has been conducted. Without clear reporting and dedicated breed conservation efforts, the American Pygmy Goat remains at risk of slipping further into obscurity. This is significant because, beyond their compact size and friendly nature, pygmy goats represent genetic diversity lost in many commercial lines. They are an example of how a breed developed for both practical purpose and community farming life can be threatened by shifting agricultural priorities and the rise of specialized commercial breeds. All three of these breeds share a common theme. They once played meaningful roles in American agricultural life, adapted to their environments through generations, and now find themselves overshadowed by modern livestock priorities. The San Clemente Island Goat's remarkable history as a feral breed forced into managed conservation highlights how quickly a population can collapse once human land use shifts. The Tennessee fainting goat's enduring legend from Appalachian homesteads shows that even popular breeds can see their pure genetics diluted if not actively preserved. And the American Pygmy Goat's journey from research hall to backyard farm illustrates how a once recognized heritage breed can lose formal tracking and risk slipping away without clear population study and advocacy. Together, they remind us that livestock breeds are not static. They are living collections of traits developed over time and deeply woven into cultural history. Without conscious conservation efforts, those traits and histories can be lost forever. Conservation programs, breed registries, and heritage agricultural organizations play a crucial role in maintaining these goats' genetic lines. Awareness from small farmers, homesteaders, and animal lovers can also make a real difference. Supporting breed associations, participating in heritage breed events, and choosing to raise or promote these goats in sustainable systems can help ensure that the San Clemente Island, Tennessee fainting, and American Pygmy breeds remain part of the agricultural landscape rather than fading into historical footnotes. Every goat saved from extinction is a testament to the diversity of life and a bridge to the agricultural practices of the past, offering resilience and adaptability that might prove valuable in the future. As we have seen, the stories of the San Clemente Island Goat, the Tennessee fainting goat, and the American Pygmy Goat reveal something much bigger than just rare animals. These goats represent living history. For generations they helped shape rural life in the United States, providing meat, milk, land management, and reliable companionship for small farms and homesteads. Their strength, adaptability, and unique genetics were developed over decades of survival in different environments. Yet today, these same breeds stand at the edge of disappearing as modern agriculture focuses more on a few highly commercialized livestock lines. Losing these goats would mean losing valuable genetic diversity that could help future farmers deal with changing climates, tougher landscapes, and more sustainable farming systems. Heritage breeds often carry traits like disease resistance, strong maternal instincts, efficient grazing, and the ability to thrive with minimal resources. Those qualities are becoming more important as agriculture searches for resilient livestock that can adapt to the challenges ahead. The good news is that extinction is not inevitable. Awareness, responsible breeding, and support for heritage livestock conservation can make a real difference. Farmers, homesteaders, and animal enthusiasts who choose to raise and protect these breeds help keep their bloodlines alive and ensure that future generations can still benefit from them. Every preserved herd adds another chapter to their survival story. If you enjoyed learning about these incredible goats and their history, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Which of these heritage goats surprised you the most, and which one would you love to see make a strong comeback?